quite a few of my friends simply because he knew their fathers and how their fathers lived.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it hurted me as a child, but I didn't know any better.
Right.
It was for the best because everything that he told me turned out to be true about him.
So when you say, like you said, he was, basically he was in another place, but then he came back home. So how did you know what I'm saying? Like, so did it come out later that he wasn't where he said he was at, and he was, you know what I'm saying, or you end up asking him, or you
No,
already knew?
we have family on that was on Calvary Hill.
Gotcha.
About 4 houses was just.
Where's Calvary Hill at?
It's in Huntsville.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
That's where Calvary Elementary, Calvary Middle School, and all that used to be there.
Okay.
The project. I think it's the North Side project.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway, my father is a Jordan and a Holmes. His mother's a Jordan, and so all up in there was just Jordan and Holmeses.
Gotcha.
So my father, he'd been gone for about a year or two, but we'll go see him about once a month.
Wow.
Yeah. There wasn't no thing where we didn't lost communication with him. Nothing like
exactly.
that. Yeah,
Exactly.
he worked he was a cook down at Donald's in the mall.
So you could go. So you could go to the mall and go see him. Then.
Yeah.
Did you get the hookup?
Oh man, every time, every time.
Right.
Oh man, my father was just a man.
And that's what. And you know what? And that's why I was telling them on my podcast. That's what we lack, man.
Yeah.
We lack that, man. Really bad, man. The accountability. We got to be unapologetic men. You know
what people fail to realize is it's the woman that raised the child by the instructions of the man.
Exactly.
Yes, but the child is gonna spend their childhood crying and getting their diapers and stuff changed by mother, not by daddy. Daddy's he's the structure of the house.
That's right.
If you don't have no foundation, then you don't have no building.
You ain't got no building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real.
So my father, man, he was a man, but he's a father too.
Mm.
He never neglected us or nothing like that.
So what, in your eyes, and coming back in those eras, what was the difference between, was it any difference between a man and a father, or, you know what I'm saying? Because a man is a man, but a father is two different things, like you said, because I saw the way how you used that. You said he was a man and he was a father.
Well, there's not too many people you can call men to go along with father, because there are a lot of fathers in the world that are not men, because they don't live up to the expectation of a man.
Right.
A man, you can't do nothing to my child without doing it to me.
Exactly. Like when I was showing you that video, like you said, that 13-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's crazy. And like you even said back then, one thing when we was talking earlier, you said, man, back then, shoot, the police wouldn't have done nothing.
No. There's stuff that happened right here. We still got a lot of unsolved murders and stuff like that right here. Of black women.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, black men. That's the way of life, and that's what my father taught us. The way of life, you can't change. The only thing that you can change is you. You ain't got to flow with the way of life.
That's
flow. You have to make your own path in life. Father instructs, the child learns the instruction, and he carries it out. That's why the Bible said, train him up.
That's right. When the child is a child.
So when he get older, he might do anything, but the training will never leave him. Yeah. So that's why a lot of them don't realize there ain't no right from wrong.
Exactly.
You ain't got too many families, man, that train their children up to be gamblers, hustlers, murderers.
That's real talk.
Like
that. No, you're right. Yeah, because my folks didn't raise me to be nothing.
If you got family like that, you need to leave.
You need to leave.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. So you think that's how it's going now, but then you see now, you got the mamas twerking with the daughters, and they hanging out with them, they club hopping and all that. I mean, it's always been something like that, but now it's much more, because I guess it's the social media thing now.
Not, it ain't always been like that. When we was going out, we was 18, 19, 20 years old. We hated being around 35, 40 years old.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I never drank with my father.
Me neither.
I never smoked with my father.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are things, man, that men do.
Right.
I ain't never been in no club with my father.
I ain't gonna lie, like my dad, when my brother got married and stuff like that, but then after a while, like you say, it kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You start looking at it like, man, I don't want to sit around and kick it with my kids.
I ain't never drank in front of my mother.
Yeah, I ain't never done that. I ain't never done that.
See, those are the
I
things
ain't never
that
cussed
you
in front of
taught.
my mom.
Me either.
Yeah, I ain't never done that.
Me either. I never cursed right in front of my father because that's LB.
Yeah.
And see, that's what people are missing right now.
Yeah.
I got beat.
Yeah.
Not in the head or no crap like that. Not that punched in the stomach or no crap like that.
Right.
My ass on down.
Yeah.
I got beat.
You got beat.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I am more than appreciative and glad that I was raised that way. I ain't been to prison.
Come on, man.
I ain't hooked on no drugs.
Come on.
Nothing like that. I'm retired. I worked my term.
Military man.
I sat back, Army. I sat back and just, when they deposit my checks,
that's all it takes.
That's all it takes. I don't even allow them to come to my house.
Come on now.
Direct deposit, all of it.
See, that's what I want to get to. You don't even got to come. That's what my aunt told me one day. She said, I said, yeah, man, my auntie, I was like, undot all these. I said, shorty, all these, man, I'm telling you, these other folks, man, I said, they something else. She said, baby, I had problems when one of them people I used to look at was at my doctor, and I don't even got to see him no more. They don't come to the house, and that's why I said they ain't got no business coming there. Like I said over there in Kansas, Missouri, where on Prospect Avenue, where they were snatching these black women, you know what I'm saying? They snatching them, and as they snatching them, it was like over 30, I think it was like 32 black women that was missing from just this street. It was like a high traffic street, right? A lot of extracurricular stuff going on, but at the end of the day, they only found 13 of them. And the only way they just found this out the other day was a woman got loose.
Well, see, if I have to be blunt with you, I was raised in a family where I had an older sister and had a younger sister. My older sister was 7 years older than me, and she could not go to the game, or she could not go here without a brother going with her. Now, I've been with her many nights, and she wanted to go off with somebody. That's fine.
Right.
We left together. We're gonna come home together.
That's right.
You know
that's right.
And that's how people are so into themselves nowadays, to where they don't even care about their folks. In a major metropolitan city, it's not being hard on a child. It's just trying to get that child up to adulthood.
Exactly.
Yeah, because a 13-year-old or 15-year-old, those are teenagers.
Still teenagers.
Those not growing up. This could sky them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
If they don't get the proper help and they don't have the right frame of mind to handle this.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because that would do something to you and me.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. And like that young dude that was 20-some years old praying on that 13 in broad daylight. I mean, you took her down there and pulled a gun on this girl and then walked her to school.
Well, see, the sad thing about that is they got all this video and all this stuff out to where they can capture this here. But the sad thing about it is we as humans don't care. We see stuff like that, man, we keep on going and we turn our heads.
Yeah.
We need to start caring. By caring, we'll bring our communities together because they see somebody care.
That's real.
Yeah, somebody care.
That's real.
If they don't see that, we're going to have all kind of things going on because there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing that you can imagine that don't go on all the time.
That's a fact.
So we have to learn how to, like my dad said, man, I had a 67 Fairlane Ford, my first car. And I'm about 19, 20, because I just got out. I'm just not getting out the army.
Right.
Yeah, so I got Billy Hines. He's dead now.
Mm-hmm.
He was tuning up my car for me. So he had it out in the front yard. My dad was sitting on the porch drinking his coffee like we normally do. And when I opened the hood and Billy started getting up on the hood, my dad says, "Come here, Clarence." So I went to him. He said, "What the boy doing to your car?" He said, "You just bought that car." I said, "He's tuning it up under there." He said, "That boy can't do a damn thing on no car. His daddy tried to be a mechanic." And then he hollered out, "Get away from that car." That's the kind of living that I come up under, man.
Right.
I mean,
Why you got that boy playing on that damn car? You got no damn business.
I'm same as hell, because this is my guy, my age, my friend, dog. I've been knowing all my life.
But I'm saying, what made you think he could work on the car? Because he said it.
Oh, he could work on the car. He could do a tune-up.
Okay.
Yeah, he could do all that kind of stuff. But my daddy
said,
remember what his daddy could do.
What his daddy, he cut too far from that cloth. His apple don't fall too far from
That's what he's telling me, yeah. So well, I got Billy to fix my car, man. I'll take it to him. I knew better because I know what my daddy was going to say.
Yeah.
But those are the concerns that we got to have for our children.
Yeah.
Those are the practices that we're going to have to teach our children. Guys is running up down the streets in the cities, robbing, selling drugs and stuff like that. If you're not man enough to tell your child to stay away from him because he sells drugs, stay away from him because he's robbing, stay away from him because they gang banging.
That's right.
You are responsible for what go down with them. Because you never train them.
You never train them.
Yeah.
They go back to, like you said, how the Bible said. Man, that's crazy, man. Mr. Clarence, you my OG, man. You come up here to the shop, and I just appreciate you, man. And I'm going to have some more stuff, and more videos of you up here, and a lot more of the people that I respect and I look up to, man, because you guys give me good game, and everybody got to have some elder. You know what I'm saying? That's responsible and accountable and saying, "Hey, man, this shit ain't cool. We ain't do that shit then." You know what I'm saying? It was structure and control, and we got to have more control because we ain't got it. It ain't there.
No, I wouldn't be there.
It ain't there.
No, and that's because we don't want it.
That's hard. That's hard.
Man, when you want that lady, man, you get everything in your power to do.
That's true. That's
if
true.
You want to learn, you got to do everything in your power to learn. And you learn, man, from books. You learn from the environment. You learn from your household.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I've been married for 38 years, man, and me and my wife, we in love with each other. We've got different personalities, but I still hear the same crap, man. I've been here for 38 years. Do this. Because, yeah.
Well, it's constant. Well, at the same time, it constantly pushes you and motivates you, to do better. Because somebody sees something in you that sometimes we don't really look deep into ourselves, and they say, "Okay, I got this one, this the winner," and they know just like we know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, on that note, man, I appreciate everybody coming in. You know what I'm saying? And salute. I'm gonna put up some more stuff. Again, man, this was a deep conversation, but we're going to have some more coming, man. And respect to y'all, and y'all been tapped into the Plug Podcast by Cross Your Heart.